Okay, this is the next lesson in Unit 8. It is triangle similarity. And the things you want to think about when you say that something is similar is that it has some traits in common, but not all traits are exactly the same. So that's what we're going to talk about today. What traits have to be the same versus what traits have to be just kind of similar. So when we're talking about that, the one thing you do want to notice first is that your notation is just this little squiggle line. So I'm going to actually draw that a little bit. I'm going to erase it and draw it a little better. So it is just that little squiggle line. It's not got the equal sign underneath it like we had before. It is just that squiggle line. So we are going to draw that in when we have two triangles that are similar, and we're going to talk about what that means. So similar triangles have congruent angles, congruent, this is the congruent symbol, and proportional sides. And we're going to talk about what that means here in a minute as well. So there are two or three different ways to prove that two triangles are similar. And the first one that we are going to talk about is AA, which is angle, angle, which just means that we have two angles in the triangles are congruent, which means they are the same angle measure. And I know when we were looking at the definition that it says that they have congruent angles, meaning all of them are congruent. But if two angles in the triangles are congruent, then automatically the third one would also be congruent because all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So it could be called angle, 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 but we really just need to call it angle, angle, because if two are congruent, then the third one is automatically congruent. All right, so I'm going to draw you a picture so you can kind of see what this looks like. So if I have one triangle, and I am going to draw them looking very similar, because that's the point. We're trying to show that they're similar. The way you would see this marked is you would see a set of these little angle swoops in the matching angles, and then you would see another set in another matching angle. And if you notice, the first set has one arc and the second set has two arcs marking which ones are congruent. And we could mark the third one, but we do not need to. But we would mark it with 3 marks just to show that the tops are congruent to each other. Okay, our next one is side angle side, or SAS, as some like to call it. I say that's a sassy triangle. Side angle side. So side angle side means that we have two sides proportional and the included angle congruent, which means the angle between the two sides. So if I draw the triangles here, I'm going to draw yet again my big triangle and then my little triangle. So with this one, you'll see that you'll be given the angle that is congruent. So we'll choose the one at the top, and still yet again, it has one swoop in each of them. But here you'll be given side measures. So let's say this one is 10, and this one is 12, this one is 5, and this one is 6. So what we can do is we can set up a proportion to check and see if they are equivalent fractions. So we want them to be those equivalent fractions. So we're going to match up the sides that go together. So 10 and 5 are going to go together. So 10 over 5. And in a different color, 12 and 6 are going to go together. So 12 over 6. And this is kind of easy to see that they match up because I made them easy on purpose. But you can always cross multiply them to check and make sure that they are equal. So 60 equals 60, and that is true. It means these are proportional sides, which means these would be two similar triangles. So anytime you're given those sides, you do have to check and make sure they are proportional, and you do want to make sure that the angle that you have is the angle that is between the two sets of sides. And this last one, you probably guessed, is side, 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 which means that all three sides are proportional. So yet again, we're going to draw our big triangle and our little triangle. So let's set up some easy numbers just so that we can make this easier on ourselves. 9 and 3, 6 and 2, 3 and 1. And sometimes it's not super easy to see which ones match up. This one, obviously, it is because I set it up that way. So the 9 and the 3 go with each other. The 6 and the 2 go with each other. And the 3 and the 1 go with each other. And you can do the cross multiplying like I showed you before, or you can actually just simplify these down. 9 divided by 3 is 3, 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 3 divided by 1 is 3. They are all proportional. So this can be proven similar by side, side, side. Okay, so brief recap. Your reasons can be AA, which is angle, 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 side, or side, side, side. You have to look at what is given, and then you can look at what you can choose as your options. So with number 1, you don't have any angles, so the first two are automatically out. So you have to pick side, 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 and we have to set up that proportion to check it. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do you know which sides match up with which, you want to look at what is the smallest numbers, what is the largest numbers and such on each triangle. So we know that 8 and 48 are going to match up because they are the smallest numbers on both triangles. We know that 14 and 84 are going to match up. Yet again, they are the largest numbers on each of the triangles. And then last but not least, 12 and 72 are going to match up because they are the middle numbers on each of the triangles. It doesn't matter if the bigger numbers are on top or on bottom with these. Either way, it's still going to give you the same answers. So if you take a calculator and simplify it, do 8 divided by 48, and then you'll hit math, enter, enter. It'll simplify that fraction to 1/6 for you. If you do the same thing for 14 over 84, it also gives you 1/6. And the same thing with 12 over 72 also gives you 1/6. So yes, they are similar. And the reason is side, 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 similarity. So then this is where we have to be careful. So it gives you A, B, C. It gives it to you in the order of A, then B, then C. So we have to follow that order with the other triangle. So we started at the top between the green and the burgundy. So H is going to be our start point. Then we went down the side with the green circle. So then to G, and then over with the purple circle. So F. So triangle HGF. All right, looking at number 2, we also have only 3 sides, so we can only use side, side, side. We don't really have an option for anything else because we don't have any angles marked. So like before, we use the biggest versus the like matching them with the biggest on the other triangle. But here, if you notice, we have 2 sides that are the same value. So we need to match those with the other 2 sides that are the same value. So we're going to write that as 5 over 3 equals 5 over 3 equals, last but not least, 3 over 5. Because you have to make sure that all the values that came off of one triangle are on the top, and then all the values that came off the other triangle are on the bottom. So then if you notice, these can't really be simplified at all, and even if you cross multiply them, you're not going to get similar numbers. So these are not similar, and you can say the reason is not proportional. And then there is no similar triangle, so you want to write none on that last line. All right, let's look at number 3. So what you see here is that we have 2 triangles that are actually stacked on top of each other. So I'm going to actually take them out and separate them only because I think it will help you see it a little bit better. So this is 10, this is 12, and then this is WAY. And then if we look at the big triangle, that long side is actually 25 because you have 10 plus 15. And this long side is actually 30 because you have 12 plus 18. And that is WEN. So then we want to look at and compare those. We only have 2 sets of sides, so it can't be side, side, side. Remember, our options are angle, angle, side angle side, or side side side. So the one thing I do want you to notice though is that both of them have angle W. This angle W right here is in both triangles, so we can say that it's similar, or it's actually congruent because it is the exact same angle in both triangles. So now all we have to do is prove that the sides are proportional, and then we can say that it's similar. So let's do that. So we're going to do 10 and 25. So 10 over 25 equals 12 over 30. So if you simplify these, you get 2 over 5. And if you simplify on the right, 6 is the biggest number that goes into them, 2 over 5. So since this does match, since those are equal fractions, we can say that yes, they are similar. And the reason is side, angle, side, similarity. So WAY. So we started at W, we went down the side with the purple circle and then over the side with no line. So then we're going to start here at WNE. All right, let's look at number 4. So number 4 gives us two sets of angles that are already they're already 61. It gives us the actual degree measure. So since those are equal, we can put a single swoop in each of those. But we don't really have anything else number-wise. But remember when we did our angle pair relationship stuff and we talked about when you have two lines, it creates vertical angles? We have a set of congruent vertical angles right there in the middle. So these are similar, so yes. And the reason is angle, angle, similarity. So then this is where the letters get tricky. So H, T, S. So we went from the maroon to the blue. So H, G, and then out to the one with no marking, F. So that's what you want to use. Like use the markings to help you figure out the letters in the correct order they go in for the triangles, because that is super, super important on figuring this out. Because HGF and HFG are not the same answer. All right, I want you to pause the video and try these two on your own. Make sure you're looking at what matches up with what sidewise. Think about like how the triangles are positioned versus biggest number and smallest numbers and such like that to try to set up these proportions and then check back and you will be able to check your answers. So hit pause now and then hit play when you're ready to check your answers on 5 and 6. All right, look over the work here. I did try to draw the arrows like I did in the last ones. Remember, we have angle, angle, side, angle, side, 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 side as our options for reasons. So on number 5, you notice you only have two sets of sides. So you do have to see if there's an angle to have that as a possibility. And we do have a vertical angle there at A. I did mark them with the blue swoops. And remember, I said to pay attention to the sides that are the smallest versus the biggest. So the 10 and the 20 match, the 11 and the 22 match. Those simplify each to 1/2. And then your similar triangle is going to be EKA. On number 6, same thing. Make sure you look at the smallest numbers. I circled them in burgundy, so 6 and 8. Then your next biggest numbers, 9 and 12. And then your biggest numbers on the whole triangle is 12 and 16, and they all match up to simplify to 3/4. And so, yes, they are similar. The reason is side, side, side similarity because we didn't have any angles. And DEF is congruent or similar to ABC. Hopefully this helped. We are going to do a few more practice ones in class. The key thing is to always pay attention to what's going on and making sure you're looking at the shapes and what pieces of what triangles you are given to know which of these options to pick.